If you're buying land in the Bitterroot and it has a well, that doesn't automatically mean that everything's fine. Two subdivisions can be sitting right next to each other and they can be treated very differently under Montana law. And the reason often comes down to one date. Here is what most people don't realize. In Montana, owning the land does not automatically mean that you own the water under it. The state owns the water, but you own the right to use it. So because of that, there has to be a system for how water is used and tracked. And most homes in the Bitterroot use what's called an exempt well. It's the way we are able to drill a well without going through the long, complicated water permit process. And for years, that's worked great. So for a long time, when a subdivision was created and each lot drilled its own well, those wells were treated as separate, even if they were pulling from the same underground water source. As long as the wells weren't physically connected by a pipe, they were considered separate uses. So that has made development so much easier. It's a big reason why we have so many parcels throughout Ravalli County that each have their own well. But in 2014, the courts changed how the state applies that rule. So after that, subdivision wells began to be looked at more collectively instead of automatically treating every lot as completely separate. So October 17th, 2014 is that cutoff point. So subdivisions submitted before that date are generally allowed to move forward as being grandfathered in, but subdivisions created after that date are being reviewed with a more strict approach. So why does that matter here in the Bitterroot? Because most of our county relies on wells and septic. And it's not just about the paperwork. So it can affect whether a lot is buildable, whether you can split it further. Sometimes it can even have to do with financing. So two properties can look identical on paper, but function very differently depending on when that subdivision was created. Now, it doesn't mean you shouldn't buy land. It just means you should verify a few things before you make an offer. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us.